I will begin a Levi lecture for today. Today's topic, simps. You might have heard simp be thrown around the internet left and right, here and there. Whenever you see a guy talking to a girl, simp. You see a guy sacrifice something for a girl, simp. You see someone even interested in another person, simp. Anyways, but oftentimes on the internet, the word simp is all the time just misused. Now, the English language is beautiful and wonderful, so there are slang terms and stuff like that for a variety of different types of people. Now, I will be demonstrating how simp is not what a lot of people make it out to be, and in fact, there are multiple different words for stuff they try to say. Now, first, let's get the definition. What is a simp? Pretty easy. Now, a simp is someone who gives up everything and is walked all over by their significant other, typically a male, going after a female and being walked all over. Now, there can be a very rare female simp, but this is not always common. Now, here we have different subjects: hates women, dates, superiority complex, beyond dating, and community culture. Now, what does this mean? Well, I have provided you different words that are commonly used on the internet: simp, nice guy, incel, soy boy, white knight, and neckbeard. Now, we can instantly start off with simps. Do they hate women? Not at all. In fact, they actually praise women and see them as above themselves. That is what a simp is by definition. Now, a nice guy hates women and sees them more as objects and objectifies them. Now, a nice guy is someone that is originally nice to a girl to start off with, and as soon as they don't get what they want, they instantly go into a tirade of them being angry at said women. An incel stands for involuntary celibate, someone who can't have sex, not by their own terms. They are involuntarily celibate, not of their own accord, lonely. A soy boy, just typically your typical, beta soy boy. Soy boy came from the term soy milk, which is shown to have estrogen in it. Estrogen, female hormones. People made a meme out of it, saying any person who drinks soy milk and then is injecting themselves with estrogen, therefore they are a soy boy, or just a male with not very much testosterone, a weak man. A white knight, someone on the internet who instantly comes to a woman saying, no matter the situation, even if they aren't involved in it, they're just there to defend women all the time, very annoyingly, in hopes that the women will fall in love with them. And a neckbeard is a completely different animal from probably all of these. They are just either a weeb or a lonely person that sits in their basement, plays video games, and grows a neckbeard. Typically, they are into otaku culture and Japanese culture. Incel and neckbeards overlap quite often. We'll talk about that later. Neckbeards are typically just after their wife. So do neckbeards do not hate women. White knights do not hate women. Soy boys do not hate women. Incels, they always hate women. They blame women for all their own issues. Nice guys, they hate women. Simps, they do not hate women, they praise them. And the next thing, dates. Can any of these people get dates? Can a simp get a date? If he's a simp, how can you expect a woman to date? Simps do get dates, often. That's how they simp for women and get walked on over, because they are actually going on dates with these women. So simps get dates. Nice guys, the definition of a nice guy is they are being rejected and then they are lashing out at the women. So typically, no. Incels, they're celibate. They do not get dates. Soy boys, yeah, soy boys go on dates. It's pretty nice, Since you're not as masculine as you might want to be, or as people call you, doesn't mean you can't go on a date. You are a person. People love you. People can respect you no matter what. So boys get dates. White knights, I would assume they get dates because they never really lash out at women, so they're all right. You can't really tell. Neckbeards, I would say they don't get dates straight up. They're too busy after their waifus, so no. They don't want women, they want waifus. Superiority complex. Nope, 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 nope. None of these have a superiority complex except for nice guys and incels. They see themselves as above their subject of affection or hatred or both. They both have superiority complexes and see themselves as master species, and sometimes superiority complex in more than one way. Beyond dating. Simp is mostly just for like the dating realm, so it's not really beyond dating. Nice guys, it's just they're trying to go in a get with a woman, so no, it's not beyond dating. Soy boy, well, white knight, neckbeard, these are all beyond dating. Neckbeards have their own culture and types and hobbies and differences. Neckbeard is not about dating like that much. White knight, you get White Knight is mostly about getting with the women, but it's mostly just them wanting to defend women, and so I guess it's not really beyond dating, it's just them wanting to get women, so let's cross that off. Professor made a mistake. Make sure to call me out on that, class. Okay. Soy boy? Soy boy is just a not super testosterone built man. So it's beyond dating, it's not just in the dating realm. It's incel. They are a whole different animal. I will not get into what they all are on this lesson, but they are far beyond dating. Just the dating realm. They are angry, racist, you know, conspiracy theorist, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I won't get into on this video. That will be another Levi lecture. Community culture. Simps don't really got a culture together. It's not like they're Visco girls running around with scrunchies, you know. They don't have a thing. There's nothing that like, oh yeah, that's what all Simps do. Except for donating on Twitch. That's kind of a community culture thing, but not really. Nice guys, not really. Soy boys, not really. White knights, not really. Incels and neckbeards. They both have their own massive cultures and likes and preferences. Like I said, they overlap quite a bit, not all the time, but they tend to. Most incels tend to be neckbeards, but not all neckbeards tend to be incels. They technically can go on dates. They technically can, but it's not likely it's going to happen. So this is let's give this a squiggly. Let's give this a squiggly, because may or may not. Sometimes they're not concerned about that. So this is the overall chart of what happens on the internet and defines on what you call different people. You can be like, oh, that guy's a simp, when you mean soy boy. When someone's coming to defend a woman on the internet because she said something, she just said something, and someone disagreed, and that person instantly there to defend them. That's a white knight. That's not always a simp. A white knight is not donating $1,000 on Twitch to some random girl. A simp is. A soy boy isn't donating random $1,000 to Twitch. A simp is. Nice guys aren't donating. Most of these aren't donating. No, that's just a random example. So, if this is how you're defining someone, use this chart and go over what the person is. Go, do they have a superiority complex? Well, they do. Were they initially, do they hate women? Yes, they do. Do they have a culture? No, they don't. Well, you're probably looking at a nice guy there. And nice guy should be in quotes. I made a mistake. Nice guy is always in quotes. Not always, but most times. It's a sarcastic nice guy. Anyways, this is how it is. You can use this chart and just pick and choose what you want from it, and it will define what you actually want to call people. And that is all. Future lessons will include what is fully a neckbeard, what is an incel, and other stuff that have community culture, their own built-in culture, and we will review those groups. So come to class next week and make sure to do your homework.